Hello students, a very good morning to each one of you. As you already know, and I repeat it again, we are having revision week, okay? And today I'm doing the third part of the revision, okay? Third part of the revision. This is video 1. You already know we are making 2 videos for you, video 1 and video 2. One is basic, video 1 is the basic one, video 2 is the advanced one, okay? And today I'll be taking up lesson 1.4, and that's a poem, children. And what poem is that? All the World's a Stage by William Shakespeare. Alright, 1564 to 1616. This is unit 1. All whatever chapter, children, we have is from unit 1. That is what you have for your class test. And lesson 1.4. Another thing I want to inform you is you have to read your textbook. I repeat again. And all this video, children, I have even made it earlier. If you see, you go to your YouTube and you see in English 1st June, 2nd June and 4th June. All this is, these dates have this video, All the World's a Stage, in detail. So I want you, if you have not seen the video earlier, please go and see it now. Okay, when you're doing the revision, see everything, children, because to put, it's a big poem. It's a lengthy poem. So to put everything in the 15 minutes is very difficult. Okay, so I've tried my best to see what I can do. So please see that you go to my previous video. I repeat, 1st July, 2nd July and 4th July. Okay, these dates, all these 3 dates are containing this poem in detail. So if you go, you will see, complete the assignments also, and then you will be clear with the poem, because I have explained there line by line. Now here also a little about the poet William Shakespeare. He was an English poet, playwright and actor, and widely regarded as the greatest writer, okay, in the English language and the world's prominent dramatist. He is often called England's national poet and the bard of Avon or Avon. Okay, anyway, you can pronounce it. Now, when you're talking about bard, means we're talking about as a poet. The word bard means poet. Okay, of Avon is a river in central England. Okay, so he was known. He was the national poet. You can imagine. National poet means, a very big place given to a poet, and prominent, and so you can understand he was a great writer also, okay, in English language, was prominent, okay, dramatist, okay. And this poem is taken from his play As You Like It. Here he compares the world to a stage, okay, and you can see a stage here on your left hand side. So world is compared to a stage where the drama of human life is enacted, okay. So that is what the poem is about, okay, and this is William Shakespeare. Now, coming to the poem, children, all this is there in the earlier slide, so I will just be going quickly through it, okay. Explanation I won't do in detail, but I will read the poem and you get an idea what the poem is about. All the world's a stage and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances. And one man in his time plays many parts. So the world is a stage, you can see here. In those times, children, they used to have stages like this, open stage. You can see the audience all sitting there, the balcony there and all. Okay. Now, William Shakespeare is comparing the world to a stage, right? And all the men and women merely players. So they are all players, means they are playing their part. Okay, here we are talking about players, means they are actors. And they have their exits and entrances. So you know that when you are on the stage, there is one place where you will enter and one place you will exit, right? तो आपको एक जगह से enter करना है, एक जगह से exit करना है. Exit means to leave the stage, okay, after your part is over. So all of us are, the world is like a stage. He is comparing the world to a stage, and we all, when men and women are players, we are all doing our different roles, okay, and we have our exits, and we have our entrances. and one man in his time plays many parts. Now you see, one man plays many parts, meaning what? Now take for example, I'm just talking about your mother. Your mother is a mother to you. She may be a sister to someone. She may be a aunt to someone. She's, so she's playing, she's a wife to your dad. So she's playing many roles. Alright. So many of us have a different role to play. Now you may be a student. You may be a brother to someone. Okay. All that, your friend to someone. So you have many roles to play. Did you understand that? Then, is acts being 7 ages? Now, William Shakespeare says that, human life has 7 stages. You can count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, this 7 stages every human being goes through. Okay. So, at first, the infant, the infant meaning the small child. You can see the child crying there. Okay. Mewling and puking in the nurse's arm. Mewling and puking, mewling means taking, when the child cries, high pitch voice, loud, so here the child is mewling and puking. Puking means when they vomit, vomiting out in the nurse arms, okay, in the nurse's arm. Then the whining schoolboy. Now you can see the schoolboy. Is he ready to go to school? No, not at all. Okay, so he doesn't want to go to school, unwilling to go to school. Okay, with this satchel, you can see satchel is that bag which he puts on the shoulder. You can see him carrying that. And shining morning face. Now his face is bright enough, it's clean enough. Mother sends him, sees that he is bright enough. Face is bright enough, and he's creeping like snail. How does he go to school? You have seen a snail, no? How does the snail walks fast? No, it is so slow. So when he goes to school, he is very slow when he's walking, okay? And unwilling to school. Unwilling means he's not ready to go to school. And then the lover, unwilling, okay, and then the lover sighing like furnace. So that is the stage. Now you can see the earlier video, we're talking about it as an infant, okay? Then the schoolboy, and then we talk about the lover stage, okay? He becomes a lover when he reaches a stage where he is in love, okay? And he is sighing like furnace. Sighing like furnace means this, usually people who are in love are emotional and they feel sad if they're rejected, and like furnace. Now furnace is like fire. We're talking about the fireplace, okay? With a woeful ballad. Now woeful ballad, all these meanings are given in your textbook. We're talking about sad song, okay? So we're talking ballad is song. We're talking about a song. So woeful means sad. Made to his mistress eyebrow. Okay, now mistress eyebrow means we're talking about here about mistress means his lover. Okay, so the female who he is in love with. Now eyebrow is this part of your body. Okay, this is the eyebrow. Now the eyebrow of the women, eyebrow. When you look at the eyebrow of anybody, you can come to know the expression of the person. See, your eyebrow, brings a lot of expression. When you're crying, when you're happy. Now, when your eyebrows are very expressive. So, he's saying that made to his mistress eyebrow. So, he's writing a lot of songs. And all these songs he is writing to his mistress. Okay. Then a soldier full of strange oaths and bearded like the pard. Now, then he is a stage when he is a soldier. And he is what? He is taking, when he is a soldier, he has to take oath. Oath means promise. And he is bearded like the pard. Now, what is pard? Pard is, we are comparing, it's a short form of leopard. Okay, leopard, pard. Okay, you know the full form of leopard. Spelling of leopard. Okay, so now if you look at him, see how he is. Now, since he is sad, what he's grown his beard and all that. So, he looks like a leopard. So, this picture is looking a little similar to each other. So, the lover is compared to the leopard. Is that clear? Jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel. So, now he is what? A soldier. He is jealous in honor. Honor means what? He wants to get honor. Honor means pehchan. Okay, and he's jealous if somebody else gets it. Jalan hota hai usko. And sudden and quick in quarrel is, बोलते हैं ना, जो जवानी का खून है वो बहुत जोश है उसमें ना, और बहुत गुस्सा है ना. So sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation. Bubble reputation, what does it mean? Bubble, okay? It will not remain for a long time. It is temporary. So he is seeking for bubble reputation. Reputation means we're talking about honor, respect. So that is only for some time, okay? But he wants that, okay? Even in the cannon's mouth, and then the justice, okay? So here you see the cannon is here. You must have seen this during the wartime, okay? So even if he has to stand in front of the cannon, he wants what? Honor. He doesn't mind dying for that, okay? That is what the poet is trying to say. And then the justice. And after that is justice. In fair round belly with good capon line. Now you see then the other stage is when he puts on weight, okay? You can see this belly. Belly is the stomach, okay? With good capon line, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut. So you see this is the stage when he is aged, all right, and his eyes are severe and beard of formal cut. He's changed his look, and he's full of wise. He's giving a lot of advice, okay? You can see, that's the stage of your parents. Sometimes they're giving you a lot of advice. Do this, do that, okay? So wise saws mean wise talks, okay? And modern instances. Modern instances means examples. He will tell you about modern examples. Do this, do that. Okay, that is what. And with good capon line means with excess fat. Excess fat. Capon line means he's got a lot of fats. You can see, okay? From careless eating habit. So he's very careless about his eating habit. Doesn't bother much. Alright. And so he plays his part. The sixth age shifts into the lean and slippery pantaloon. So you see then he loses his weight and now his clothes are not fitting as it, used to fit earlier, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side. So he has, weight coming on the side of his body also, and his youthful hose well saved. So youthful hose, you're talking about close fitting covering for legs. Okay, he wears clothes which are close fitting, and a world too wide for his trunk sang, and his big manly voice. And his trunk sang, meaning what? We're talking about legs. Legs also now it's not as it used to be in the young days. No, you see the legs also become weak. They shrunk. Shrunk means become smaller. And his big manly voice. Voice is really manly. And then what happened? The next stage is turning again towards childish treble. Okay, so you see that when you see the elderly person, when he turns old, what happens? He becomes more like a child. Pipes and whistles in his sound. When he's talking, is he clear? Nay. Old people, when they talk, is their voice clear? No. Last stage of all that ends this strange, eventful history. So, human being has a very eventful history. Okay, last scene you can see here. What happens to his teeth? He doesn't have permanent teeth, no? So you can see artificial teeth that is coming out. This is just a humorous picture here. His second childishness and mere oblivion. Okay, second childishness. So he's become like a child, and we're talking about second childishness and oblivion, the state of being unaware. Old people when they are sitting, they are in their own world. They won't even know what is happening around. Okay, they are in the old world. They are not. They're unconscious like to what is happening around. Then sang teeth, sang eyes, sang taste, sang everything. Okay, so that is what the poem. Then we have the appreciation, children. I want you to read through the appreciation. Just now what I did is the entire appreciation of this poem. And we have the figures of speech all given in detail here. I have no time to see through that, but I want you to see. Then you have meanings here of the entire poem. So please see that all, go through it. I want to thank you for giving me a listening here. Please remember that you have to finish the entire poem carefully, read it, do all the exercise from the textbook. Thank you.